everybody, I'm Raphael Perry and I thought I'd do another little painting update video today for Oathsworn. Now I'm quite happy with the way Oathsworn has been coming along in terms of painting, but it's been very slow. For those of you who need a reminder of how slow a painter I am, the Penitent and the Cur have been finished for quite some time now. And for those of you who aren't quite aware, the Warden here has been in a about 2/3 finished state for a few months, sitting near my computer keyboard waiting for me to paint his arms. Now, I'm reasonably happy with how they've turned out. Not quite so happy with how the grip on the sword has come out, but it's okay. And I need to varnish his arms at some point. I like the combat damage on the shield, all the scratches, the dents, and the way that his armour looks like it's faced more monsters than he has. This is clearly inherited equipment from a former Warden. Now of course the Warden is very similar to the Templar in Dragon Age. And yes, it is Templar, Americans say it wrong. So the Warden is all about, I might have to touch up that pauldron there ever so slightly, I'll look into that. Yeah, so the Warden is all about protecting society from the witches. And we have our witch here. She's in a very, very unfinished state, and she's been in this state about as long as the Warden was in his unfinished state. I'll show you the other characters I've done as well in a moment, right? But not only is he there to protect society from the witches, he's there to protect the witches from peasants who don't know better. Speaking of witches, here we are, here's our witch. She's in a very unfinished state, awaiting more paint. Likewise we have the Huntress, who is in a similar kind of state to the witch really at the moment. Just got face and hair done really. We've got the Priest, who's once again in a sort of bare bones, waiting for me to decide if those two knobbly bits above the book are part of the breastplate or part of the hood. There was a sizable gap which I filled with putty, but I think now I might make them part of the breastplate, but they're being off-centre on the breastplate doesn't make much sense. And then we have beginning of work on the blade. Now the blade is a arena champion from a far off land. There's a hint he might be somewhat Greek in origin, so I might go for a more tanned skin tone. He's got these porcelain masks on his belt, which are some sort of trophies he's won in the arena, and he's got very fancy armour that I've started work on. Now it's possible that those feet could be shoes underneath the armour, but I painted them the same colour as the armour for now, and the concept art shows that they are supposed to be sabatons. My camera's telling me I'm running out of time, so I'm going to end this one here. Feel free to put any opinions. Now before I go, I'd like to point out that while you may not be able to see it very easily, the Warden's trousers, visible under there in limited light, are the exact same colour as those worn by the Penitent and the Cur. With these three painted, and yes, I apologise for all the background noise, the neighbours are being very noisy. With these three painted, I have 3/4 of a company ready to head out into the Deepwood. I don't feel this is a very good company, because the Warden and the Penitent both fulfil a similar role. They are two of the three sturdy defender type classes in the game. The Warden is more of your traditional protect everyone else defender, with abilities that protect nearby allies, and magical armour that actually protects nearby allies from the witch's spells. The Penitent has abilities focused more on fury and sacrifice. He can hit a bit harder than the Warden, he can heal people a little bit, but nowhere near as much as the Priest. And he's a bit more of an aggressive defender. Whereas the third defender, the Ursus Warbear, is just really tough. She's doing the I'm so tough you can't kill me and I'm going to put myself where you need to keep hitting me kind of defending, which takes the pressure off the other heroes a bit. Alright, well I'm going to leave this one here before my camera cacks out again. Hope you all enjoyed this video, and I'll hopefully have some more painting updates on the Oathsworn heroes in the not too distant future. As you can see, I've got about 4 or 5 more of them in a partially painted state. Alright, well, cheers for watching guys. I'll say bye for now and see you all next time.